Hello, I'll be going over the answers to the homework problems from lessons 1 to 4, but note that lesson 4 actually didn't have any test problems. So we start with test problem 1, which is actually probably the hardest problem of all of these, and it has to do with opportunity cost. So you won a free ticket to see an Imagine Dragons concert, which has no resale value. Grande is performing on the same night and is your next best alternative activity. Tickets to see Grande cost $40. On any given day, you'd be willing to pay up to $50 to see Grande, assuming there are no other costs of seeing either performer. Based on this information, what is the opportunity cost of seeing Imagine Dragons? So we actually have to look at, so the opportunity cost of seeing Imagine Dragons is whatever you missed out by not seeing Grande. So here it would be $50 minus $40 is equal to $10. So the answer would be B. So I'll go into more depth on why this is. So it's worthwhile to state why the $10 is the opportunity cost. So when you go to see the Imagine Dragons concert, you forego the $50 of benefits you would have received from going to the Grande concert. You also forego, though, the $40 of costs that you would have incurred by going to the Grande concert. Any avoided cost is, I mean, any avoided benefit is actually a cost, and an avoided cost is actually a benefit. Thus, the opportunity cost of seeing Imagine Dragons is the value you forego by not going to see the Grande concert, so the $10, which is the net benefit foregone. And the next problem is the study of economics is correctly defined as, so this is just a definition, how best to satisfy our unlimited wants with limited and scarce material resources is the answer. So the answer is C, because it has to talk about how we have unlimited desires, or at least humanity as a whole. Like we want lots of stuff, but also there's a scarce amount of it on Earth, and that's related to scarcity. And again, the study of economics, though, attempts to examine the ways these unlimited wants and desires may be satisfied. So this next one, she has 1 free hour to practice the piano for an upcoming school concert, or work at the library for $7 per hour, or babysit her neighbor's 12-year-old son for $10 per hour. She chooses to practice the piano. What is the opportunity cost of practicing the piano? So the opportunity cost here would be $10 because it would be the most profitable alternative. She can only make one decision regarding how she will spend her time. So an opportunity cost, and again, the opportunity cost represents the next best missed out on alternative. So in this case, it would be missing out on the $10 per hour of babysitting, not the $7. So it's pretty much just 10 greater than 7, so the answer is 10, because she could only do one of those things rather than both of them. So this next problem is scarcity is best defined as, and it's C, the difference between unlimited wants and limited economic resources. So this is pretty much just the definition of scarcity. Again, it's sort of related to the definition of economics because a good definition of economics incorporates scarcity into it. And again, the assumption of unlimited wants coupled with finite resources on Earth is what leads to scarcity. So, yeah, just to answer C. So, test problem 1 from lesson 2 is, suppose you have bought and paid for a ticket to see Kanye in concert. You were willing to pay up to $350 for this ticket, but it only cost you $100. On the day of the concert, a friend offers you a free ticket to Lady Gaga instead. You can resell your Kanye ticket for $80. What is your sunk cost? So a sunk cost is the cost that you cannot recover, so it actually wouldn't play a role in marginal analysis. But what exactly is the sunk cost here? It would be $100 minus the $80, which is equal to $20, and I'll go over why this is. It's because you have to pay the $100, but if you sell the Kanye ticket, or you have to pay $100 because you already bought it before your friend offered you to go to the Gaga concert. If you go to that concert and sell your Kanye ticket, you can get $80 back. So 100 minus 80 is equal to $20. So the sunk cost is the $20 that you can't get back. So test problem 2. Jane's marginal benefit per day from drinking Coke is given in the table below. So the marginal benefit is just for each Coke, how much does she gain for it put into a money amount. So if the price of Coke is $1, the optimal number of Cokes that Jane should drink is. So we remember that the marginal benefit has to be greater than the marginal cost. So marginal benefit after she drinks one Coke, so she gains like $1.20 in happiness from drinking one Coke, which exceeds $1. That's good. $1.15 is also greater than $1, so she'd drink the second Coke. The third Coke, though, she'd only gain 95 cents, so she does not drink that Coke, so she'd only drink 2 Cokes. And for that reason, the answer is 2. So, from Lesson 3, Test Problem 1, all are reasons why a production possibilities curve will shift to the right except. So, for a production possibilities curve, we mean like a production possibilities frontier, and then shift to the right, we mean outward. Right and outward could be interchangeable in this way because production possibilities frontier is concave shaped. So the quantity of resources increases, so this would actually cause it to shift out because you'd have more resources to produce the goods, more machinery, for example. The quality of existing resources increases, so that means your efficiency goes up. That would shift it to the right. Technological advancements, increased efficiency shifts it to the right. Labor force increases, that means you have more workers so they can produce more goods. And again, your production possibilities frontier would shift to the right. E, though, is the economy is operating at allocative efficiency. So this wouldn't shift the curve. It would actually just mean that your existing society is working efficiently, but it wouldn't actually make the society itself more efficient. So the answer here would be E. So allocative efficiency again refers to the measure of a benefit or utility gained from the use of material resources. So if resources are being used efficiently, then the production possibilities curve will remain the same and production will lie on the line, not inside of it. All the other choices, again though, would result in a shift of the production possibilities curve because these would change the factors of production, making them more efficient. So we have test problem 2. Any point along the production possibilities curve is attainable and efficient A, since that's pretty much what the definition is of being on the production possibilities frontier. And again, the curve represents a maximum output between two goods on the x-axis and the y-axis. So it also reflects the opportunity cost between these two goods because resources are scarce. So any point along the curve is the maximum output producing both of the goods and therefore is an attainable and efficient use of resources. So for test problem 3, the graph to the right shows a hungry nation's production possibilities frontier for the production of bread and butter. Which of the following is true? So here it would be, the answer would be E, because the opportunity cost of producing more butter is an increasing amount of bread. So here we saw that the production possibilities frontier is concave, and a concave production possibilities frontier illustrates the principle of increasing opportunity costs. So it's more and more difficult or costly to produce increasing amounts of a good as you make more of it. I'll go over quickly why the other answers are incorrect. So, A, the opportunity cost of producing more butter is a decreasing amount of bread, so that's actually opposite of what the graph depicts. So point X represents unemployed economic resources. So point X actually just shows a point that's unattainable given this economy's like technology and efficiency. So it's not B. The opportunity cost of producing more butter is a constant amount of bread. So this would be the case of a constant opportunity cost if the slope of the line was constant, but the slope is actually concave. And point X represents a labor force. It doesn't represent a labor force. That's anything. So the answer would be E, also just through process of elimination. So the opportunity cost of producing more butter is an increasing amount of bread. Since like up here, you'd have to give up you could give up just a little butter and you get a lot more bread compared to over here. You'd have to give up a lot of butter just to get a little more bread and vice versa.